All right, welcome back to the Rat Bastard Sports Show right here on ITMIRadio.com. Always right here on ITMIRadio.com. Glad everybody can be with us. Got a special person on the line with us, a friend of mine, an ex-NFL football player, used to play for the San Diego Chargers, joining us each and every Thursday night during the football season. The one, the man, Billy Ray Smith. How you doing, pal?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me on. Great show.
No problem. Thank you. We were just talking while we were waiting for the commercials to come on, and I told him that Sean and I have been doing this show for 4.5 years, as all the fans know, and we've never, ever met. And Billy's freaking out over there.
That's like the safest way to get it, right?
Well, actually,
I live up here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. What do you expect?
He used to live in Kansas City. I mean, he used to live in Kansas. So,
I lived in Kansas. He lived in Kansas City, for cripe's sake.
Right.
We never had a chance to meet.
We still never met. And then
that is right. Well, even though that's the case, I mean, you guys have just the greatest chemistry that you've built over the years.
Yes,
certainly.
we do. Thank you very much. You know,
my pleasure.
He took I was facilitating a sports broadcasting course on the internet, and he was one of the students. So after he was done, I asked him to be my co-host, and he's been with me ever since.
I love it,
man.
What
does facilitating mean?
I was teaching a sports broadcasting course.
Yeah, you can't use those kind of words. You know, guy from Arkansas, and you're using facilitating, and now I have to run for my dictionary. Come on, guys.
All those years with Scotty, that hasn't rubbed off on you?
Oh, no. Scotty's got a vocabulary, but it's not that kind of vocabulary.
That's true. You might have heard that from your wife before, I bet, though.
Say again?
You might have heard that word from your wife before, though, because she's that smart.
Facilitating, yes. I would like you to facilitate cleaning up this crap you left in our bedroom. That's pretty much what I get from Kimberly.
Yeah, see? I knew you heard that word before, Billy, right? I knew it. All right, so what do you say we get some fun really quick? What'd you think of the Chargers up in Oakland?
Well, that was one of those games where you're really glad that their deep snapper got hurt. You love the way that Nate Kading kind of snapped back, and boy, did he look strong, fellas. I mean, as far as his kickoffs go and his field goals, great. The only bad thing is you don't want a whole lot of field goals, and it's a thing that Phillip Rivers and his guys have got to get together and start putting the ball in the end zone just a little bit. Love Malcolm Floyd. I think he can carry a piece of the offense, but they need somebody else to step up and catch the football and score some points.
I'm becoming a fan of Eddie Royal, and I don't know why.
Well, I like Eddie Royal too. I think Eddie Royal is different than what the Chargers normally put on the field. I think we normally see. And I've already mentioned Malcolm Floyd, but as far as the past and looking back at what they've done with their receivers, they like the long, tall guys that can catch the deep ball, have the stride and things like that. They don't necessarily go for the nifty route runners very often. I like the guys they have in right now. I think it's going to change the kind of quarterback that Phillip is. Phillip is still going to throw the ball down the field, but he's also going to have these guys that run some nice China routes, some nice precision routes, and he's going to learn to utilize those guys to move this offense at least until Ryan Matthews gets back.
My big thing with that one game is we can't have any interceptions. He's got to stop doing that.
And I think Phillip knows it, but man, that's rough. That's rough stuff, and I think Phillip is going to be fine. I think he's going to be what he is. Phillip is one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League. He just needs everybody to kind of come up and start playing at his level.
Big game tonight, huh?
I love the game tonight.
Yeah, big game. Green Bay is kind of in a little bit of a must-win situation.
Must win, sure. It's a division game and it's home, so sure, I guess. But week 2, can the Green Bay Packers actually have a must win in week 2? I don't know. I don't know. I think they're going to right the ship, and I think they'll take the Bears tonight.
So you're picking Green Bay in tonight's game, huh?
I got Green Bay. What do you guys got?
I don't think Green Bay is gonna lose 2 games at home in a row right off the bat. I think they're gonna end up beating Chicago tonight. That's my theory.
I think it's a big game for the Green Bay Packers. After they lost the game against San Francisco, everybody was wondering, okay, is it panic time in Green Bay? I wouldn't say that after just one game. It is the first game of the regular season. But if they lose tonight, there will be a lot of questions in Green Bay, and everybody will be wondering what's happening with the Packers. Are they back? Are they the team that's going to be dominant or something? Are they going to be good with Aaron Rodgers this year? This game is more important for Green Bay than it is for Chicago. But you got to give the Bears a lot of props too, because Chicago, they absolutely crushed Indianapolis.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, there's no question about that. They put a hurting on them, almost as bad as a team playing against another team with a rookie quarterback. Oh, wait a second.
Oh yeah, that's
Andrew Luck. Come on now, yeah.
Well, listen, I love Andrew Luck, and I think he's going to be a phenomenal talent before it's all said and done. But I mean, it only makes what RG3 did that much more shocking, right, guys?
Yes, I totally agree with you. Yes, 100%. I did not expect RG3 to do what he did in that game. No way.
No,
not against New Orleans. No way. Let's move over to the next game. Buffalo at their home opener hosting Kansas City. Oy Vazmir.
Great matchup.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, guys. Come on. I'll take the home team in this one. I'll just go Buffalo, and cause I pretty much think they're the same teams, and they're just going to go out there and fight it out for 60 minutes, and there'll probably be a couple of nice plays, a couple of nice highlights, but at the end, it's going to be the home team that wins.
I lived in Kansas City for almost 2 years. I'm not picking them. Buffalo's my dark horse team this year. I'm going with Buffalo.
And you're right. That is a dark horse team. You're absolutely correct on that.
They're my AFC dark horse team this year.
Let's see. In this matchup, I gotta go with the Buffalo Bills. Kansas City, they don't impress me. We've seen the way the Chiefs have been. Easy. Buffalo Bills win on Sunday.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, next game we got Cincinnati hosting Cleveland. Another matchup there that's kind of who cares really.
Yeah, I know. That's a brutal game. It's just a brutal game, and I'm just gonna throw it out there and say Bengals.
Yeah.
Maybe by a field goal. Just a real boring kind of a smash mouth kind of game.
Watch this, BR. Hey, who's the quarterback of Cincinnati?
Andy Dalton.
Who?
Andy Dalton.
Who?
Andy Dalton!
Never heard of him before, but my God, is he getting good.
Andy Dalton! And I'm going to take Cincinnati over Cleveland, everybody.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati, too. I don't think Cincinnati's going to lose. They put up kind of a little fight against Baltimore, but I think they'll beat Cleveland. So I'm going to go with Cincinnati as well. All right, Minnesota. Go ahead, BR.
What was the quarterback's name again? Sorry.
Andy Dalton.
Oh, I thought you said Randy Spalton. Okay.
Okay, Indianapolis hosting Minnesota here. Andrew Luck's first game at home, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's going to happen over there?
I'll take the Colts eking it out. I think that they'll win it by a field goal or less. But I like the Indianapolis Colts at home against Minnesota.
You think Christian Ponder's just going to ponder around on that game, huh?
I think he's going to spend too much time pondering. Yes, you're exactly right.
I happen to agree. I think Andrew Luck's going to get his first win at home this week as well. So I'm going with Indy as well. Who you picking, Sean?
I'll take Indianapolis Colts in this one.
Okay, cool. Okay, we got Miami hosting Oakland. Now that's kind of tough. Oakland's got to go fly across the country, and normally that doesn't really look well for the teams that do that.
Yeah, and can you imagine? I mean, just the pressure that's going to be on the deep snapper, or even the backup deep snapper if they're calling upon him. I think the Raiders win it, but it's not going to be by more than a touchdown. I think Carson Palmer's a great leader, a great quarterback. I've always respected what he does on the football field. So silver and black.
I happen to think that the Oakland's offense is kind of better than the Miami's offense. So even with that snapping problem that they have, I'm going to have to go with Oakland on this. Even though I hate to do it, I'm going to have to go with that because I don't think Miami's got an offense yet. And for me, their only offensive threat they have on that team there is Reggie Bush, and he ain't that bad anyway.
No.
So I got a little problem over there. Sean?
I'll go with the Raiders.
Yeah, you Raider fan. Okay, Sean, this is Sean's new team, the New England Patriots. They're hosting the Arizona Cardinals because when Tim Tebow went to the New York Jets, he left and banned the Jets and went over and became a New England fan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. Everybody else has to know. Jesus freaking Christ. You guys are bad.
Guys, do we really need to pick this game? I mean, is this a game that we need to pick?
Not really, because I know New England's just going to destroy them.
Oh.
Now next week when we have this conversation, if Arizona wins, I'm going to say something to you.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you.
Say something, I'll be in deep depression. I'll take the New England Patriots in this one.
Yeah, I figured you would. Okay,
I got the Pats by 3 touchdowns. I think they'll be good.
Tampa Bay going to play the Giants. The Giants are going to kill them because they're pissed.
I agree. I'm with you on that 100%.
And listen, about the New York Giants, personally, I don't want them to make the Super Bowl this year. I don't even want them to make the playoffs this year because next year, in 2014, on February 2nd, the Super Bowl is in their stadium, and I want them to be the first team ever in NFL history to play the Super Bowl in their stadium and win it.
Very cool. And you're thinking ahead. Yeah. You're thinking down the road.
Yes,
now.
I am. And not only that, BR, we are planning a trip. The Rat Bastards Sports Show, Sports World Radio, ITMI Radio is planning a road trip to the Super Bowl 48.
Oh.
Yeah.
On the road.
Well, we'll meet you there, pal.
Yeah, we're going to be traveling in an RV and stopping in all different places where we got fans and doing live shows and all that stuff. It's going to be killer.
I won't be going inside the RV though. I don't think that would be a very good idea.
Well, you know I'm picking in this game between Tampa Bay and the Giants. I'm picking the Buccaneers.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm picking the Buccaneers.
What are you smoking over there?
I'm smoking something pretty good there, everybody.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Billy Ray's got the Giants. I got the Giants. Schmedley over there has got Tampa Bay. All right.
The Bucks. Yeah,
Philadelphia hosting Baltimore. Philadelphia hosting Baltimore. The way Michael Vick played last week with the 4 interceptions. I'm going before you, Billy Ray. I got Joe Flacco as my quarterback on my fantasy football team. I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't know how you can go any other way. Baltimore looked good last week, and I'll go with the Ravens as well.
I got Eli Manning and Joe Flacco as my quarterbacks on my fantasy team.
Look at you.
Yeah, how about them apples? Yeah, I got to go
with pretty good combination.
Yeah, I got to go with
Baltimore easily. I'll go with the Ravens in this one.
There you go. I like that. Now, this game here is kind of a fun game, but New Orleans going over to Carolina. That game is kind of a wacky game because I like both teams, but if New Orleans loses again, I think they got a little of a problem.
Yeah, I think they've got a problem regardless, but I think they also have the kind of guys that can bounce back. I'm a huge Drew Brees fan. Knew him out here in San Diego when he first came into the league, and I think that he's the kind of guy that can kind of grab these guys and get them headed in the right direction. I'm a Drew Brees believer, and I'm going with the Saints.
I'm going with the Saints too, even though Carolina's my NFC dark horse team this year.
Kenny, your Saints better win this game, or I'm going to be just shell-shocked.
Talking to one of our listeners in the chat room right now. Yeah, he's a big New Orleans Saints fan.
The next game, Jeff.
Go ahead.
The Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Everybody, do we know who Jeff is going to be picking in this one?
Yes, everybody should know who Jeff's going to pick in this one because Jeff's never, ever going to pick Jacksonville. He don't care.
Yeah, I don't know that you'd ever pick Jacksonville anyway over Houston. I think the Texans are for real this year, and I like the way they're playing. I'll take Houston on that one.
Sean?
I'll take the doggone Houston Texans because the Jacksonville Jaguars screwed me because I was going for Jacksonville against Minnesota last week.
Billy Ray, I had a little problem with Maurice Jones-Drew sitting out and all that. I had a major problem with that. Major problem with that. Yeah, signs his contract, gets it front-loaded, wants us all the money at the beginning of his contract, and now his back-end contract, he's pissed. He's only getting $4.5 million. Well, screw you. You now you're only getting 3.4. Screw you, douchebag.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't stand him. He wanted his money front-loaded. Get rid of. You know what? Get a new freaking agent, jackass. Yeah, wants a new contract. Get the hell out of here. I don't care if you were the NFL leading rusher. Just finish your contract out and then get a new one. Yeah.
Okay, you got to get this. You're right.
I can't stand them. Yeah, it drives me nuts.
Maurice Jones here, Jeff. I know exactly what I could get for
Washington,
Christmas.
Washington going to St. Louis in this game here.
Maurice Jones drew jersey for Jeff.
Thank you, buddy. Washington going to St. Louis. You know what RG3 did to New Orleans? What the hell's going to happen in that game?
Yeah, I look for him to have a pretty good performance against the Rams. I think that he'll be just fine.
You're taking Washington, right?
I'm taking the Redskins.
To the Redskins. I'll take the Redskins in this one.
I have to go with St. Louis in this one.
Oh, you better watch out because DJ Gary One Arm's going to give it to you again. He messaged me.
I can't pick the Redskins. I know. I can't pick the Redskins. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Have you already said you're not picking the Redskins?
Yeah, they're in the same division as the Giants. It won't happen.
That's why DJ Gary One Arm says the Redskins are going all the way, everybody, to win a Super Bowl.
That's why I didn't pick Philadelphia. That's why I didn't pick Philly. That's why I didn't pick Washington. And that in this next game coming up, Seattle hosting Dallas. That's why I'm picking Seattle. I think Tony Homo Romo was a fluke last week, and he's going to go back to his old ways, and Seattle's going to trance him. That's just my objection.
I'll take the Seahawks in this one. You're lucky that my good friend Sains isn't in here because he's the big Cowboy fan who is giving Jeff
Who are you picking in this one there, Billy Ray?
On Monday, it was so classic.
Dallas, Seattle, Billy Ray. Who you got?
I will take Mr. Romo and the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you very much.
The average quarterback at best, man, huh? Okay.
You're taking the Cowboys. Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm not picking the quarterback. I'm picking the Cowboys.
I know.
And I'm picking because they're a better team.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand. Okay. Jets going to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers.
Ooh.
Yes, that's a tough game. That's a tough matchup right there.
I would agree.
I'm going to pick the Jets.
Yeah, you know. You're going with the Jets.
I'm going to go with the Jets in this one, yeah.
Me, I have to say this. Pittsburgh didn't impress me. I'm going with the Jets against Pittsburgh.
I think just because of Ben Roethlisberger is not getting along with the offensive coordinator, Todd Haley.
You know, I'll be the guy that I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm good with Pittsburgh.
I figured you would be. I figured you would be. I think the Jets win this game, and I'm going to hate to say this, but I think the Jets blow them out, which is going to be a shock to everybody.
Yeah,
Tim Tebow would be happy.
Yeah. So
somebody taking
he'll
Pittsburgh.
Score a touchdown, and everybody will be happy in Tim Tebow land. Okay, Tim Tebow land. Right. Okay, San Diego home opener. Right here in San Diego against Tennessee. Hey, PR, before you answer this, is this game going to be televised or they're blacking it out?
Well, right now, it's still a blackout. They haven't told it out yet. So it's something we're going to have to see if there's an extension and then see what we can do. But,
wow.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
How sad is that to have your home opener blacked out?
Yeah, it sucks. And it's certainly nothing that any NFL player or owner or fan, for that matter, wants to see, but you know, it's more important to have your concentration and your focus on the field than it is on the stands. And so, you hope that Norv Turner can get his guys to do exactly that.
Mm-hmm. I'm going with Chargers in this game against Tennessee. I don't think they got a chance, Tennessee.
Yeah, I got the San Diego Chargers as well. I don't know if Jake Locker are they saying that he's going to be able to play? I know that he says he wants to play, but there's a big difference. You know, they don't let young quarterbacks run out there unless they're pretty much ready to go.
Well, if they're smart, they let Hasselbeck play.
Yeah.
That's all.
And then Hasselbeck will probably do a pretty good job.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Mr. Experienced man over there. Sean, really quick.
I'll take Chargers.
Okay. San Francisco hosting Detroit. That's a good game because I've become a fan of Detroit lately.
I'm with you. Love what the Lions did last year, too. I'll go with the 49ers, though, because I'm a huge Jim Harbaugh fan. Man, does that guy just bring the ruckus to the sideline?
Yes.
And coach the way everybody thinks every coach should coach?
Yes.
I mean, he is such a motivator, and he inspires his guys, and it's not like any other coach right now that I can think of in the National Football League. Jim Harbaugh's got his game on right now, and his game face on, for that matter. I like Jim Harbaugh. I like the 49ers this year.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Harbaugh ball this year, to tell you the truth. You know,
I think that would be fine. I think that would be dandy, as a matter of fact.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. I loved watching Jim Harbaugh go from San Diego to Stanford to boom to, you know, make his ranks and do what he needed to do and got into the NFL. And I love the way he coaches. And that's the way I think everybody should coach. I just love that.
I'm with you 100%. And I know one guy, and that's Alex Smith, that really loves the way he coaches, because Alex Smith, I don't even know if he'd still be in the National Football League if not for Jim Harbaugh.
I agree. I totally agree.
Question that we'll see. Will we see a good handshake this time? Everybody's been talking about that handshake.
I think they just needed the 50 and start throwing blows.
Yeah, that would be nice. No, I bet you.
How great would that be?
Yeah, it'll be a nice.
Steal an handshake, pal.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it'll be nice to see them.
The Monday night game, everybody knows this. My good friend J-Mo, who's there, is the big Bronco fan.
Oh,
Denver at Atlanta on Monday Night Football.
Okay, I'm going to make a statement that I've made many times on this show, and Billy Ray has never heard me say it, so I'm going to say it while he is on the air with us. The Denver Broncos will never win a Super Bowl as long as Peyton Manning is their quarterback.
J-Mo's probably just sitting there laughing and shaking his head. He goes, whatever, man. We got a bet on the line. Remember that?
So, with that being said, even though the way they played it last week when they opened up, or they're playing in Atlanta, I'm going with the Falcons.
Yeah, I have the Falcons as well. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm just totally uncomfortable watching the Broncos play. Watching Peyton Manning dropping back, and I know every doctor in the world has said that he's fine. I don't feel good about it, though. I just don't feel good about watching a guy, you know, that had his physical challenges in the offseason, and you know, it just doesn't feel right.
I couldn't agree with you anymore, Billy Ray. That's why I made that statement.
J-Mo's already saying lies, Jeff. He says you're a liar.
What the hell with him? We'll see. We'll see. I got a 5-year bet with this guy. We got $5 every year, and then the money's gonna be, whoever wins, the money's getting donated to charity.
Oh.
So that's kind of cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's how we're doing it over here.
Hey, Billy, you guys have a big heart.
Yeah,
big
we
hearts.
do. We do.
I'm
Billy Ray,
the Broncos in this game.
thank you so much for hanging out with us here and doing the picks, brother.
Guys, is that all? That's it?
Hey, I know you're super busy. You got a million things to do. You're heading off to Arkansas. When you leaving?
I thought we were going to do 3 and 4 and week 5 and 6 and all the way through the playoffs.
Hey, one week at a time
my
here.
friend.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Especially when we talk about Andy Dalton.
Who?
Andy Dalton.
What?
That's what I thought you said.
Andy Dalton.
We'll holler at you next Thursday, my friend. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Have a great day.
You're the best, Billy Ray. Thank you, pal. We'll talk to you next week. All right, there goes Billy Ray Smith, ex-NFL player and ex-NFL San Diego player. How about that?